Hello and welcome. This is Yeagle, your SEO professional. This is my video, Search Engine Optimization Demystified. We'll be covering the basics, on-site, off-site, rankings, and expectations. Search engine optimization is the process of improving the visibility of a website or a web page in search engines via the natural or unpaid, I call them organic, search results. Generally speaking, the earlier or higher ranked on the search engine results pages and the more frequently a site appears in the search engine results list, the more visitors your website will receive from the search engine's users. SEO may target different kinds of search, including image search, local search, video search, academic search, news search, and industry-specific vertical search engines. How to improve your SEO? SEO is accomplished from two basic components. There is on-site SEO and off-site SEO, also known as on-page and off-page optimization. You need both of these components in place to get the best results. On-site SEO is exactly what its name applies. Anything that's on your website that can be improved upon for optimum search engine ranking, images and text. The search engines look for a combination of items on your website. Your domain name, for example. The age of your domain name matters. A brand new website with a new domain name is going to be more difficult to rank. It can take up to 6 months to get ranked. When purchasing or renewing your domain name, register for at least 2 years. Keywords in your domain name also help. Title. The title bar of your website should include one of your key phrases. Keywords should be to the left, not your business name unless you have strong branding. Each page of your website should have a different title. The title should be less than 70 characters. Here's a sample of a Google search, and you can see the blue link is the title. And some people have really maximized it for search. Description. Each page should have a separate description. Include keyword phrases in your description. Make your description enticing to the reader. Your description should be less than 160 characters. Take a look at this sample of Google search. These 2 lines in black, that is the description that is coded onto the page. By enticing, I mean have text that actually tells a story, tells the visitor, the search person, what's actually on the page, what can they expect, what can they do, excite them, get them to do something, give a call to action that says, come here and find out what to do in Tucson, Arizona, or find out about this great new product. Search engines only show 160 characters. That does not mean you can't have more. But in the search engine results pages, it's only the first 160 that matter. Keywords. Choose the appropriate keywords for your website. Don't reinvent the wheel or try to come up with something fancy. Use what is being searched for. In other words, think about what your potential customers are actually going to type into Google, Yahoo, and Bing to find your website. And those are the terms, the keywords that you should optimize for. Use different keywords on different pages. I like to use the rule of thumb of using 3 keywords on a page and try to use them 3 times. Don't confuse the search engines by keyword stuffing. Do not try to put 10 or 15 different key terms, keyword phrases on your web page. It's just not going to work. Images. Search engines cannot read images. If you put text into an image, Google cannot find it. Therefore, it doesn't work. But you can use images by using the alt text for each image. Here's a sample from an image from a website, and here's the alt tag. John Moses on the edge of comedy CD. Comedy CD is a key term they're using. John Moses is the comedian. The name of the album is On the Edge comedy, John Moses comedy. These are combinations of key phrases all wrapped up in one little alt tag. Analytics. Let me explain a little bit about analytics because you hear that term a lot. Analytics is basically the data you receive from a piece of software that tells you what people are doing on your website. Analytics can be AW stats on your server. If you're using WordPress, you could use WP SlimStat, or you could use Google Analytics. You need to pay attention to the bounce rate. A high bounce rate will indicate to Google that your visitors do not find your content relevant and your ranking will drop. Content. Search engines reward frequent, relevant content. If your site is about reconnective healing, do not talk about adult diapers. Okay? After the Panda update in Google in early 2011, this was even more important. About 15% of all websites saw a drop in their rankings. Why? Because they did not have new content. You do want to use internal linking on your own website. In other words, link to a different place in your website from within the content on a page. Do not rely only on the menu. Offsite optimization. The bulk of offsite optimization comes from building backlinks. Backlinks are when another website has a link to your website. This gives your website a point, bonus value in the search engine's eyes. Backlinks are very important. Not all backlinks are equal. .edu, .gov, and .org carry more weight for links than any other TLD or top-level domain. Sites with a higher page rank also carry more weight. Sites relevant to your industry are much, much better than linking from sites that have no relevancy to your website at all. If you sell locally, linking with websites in your local area is good for you as well. Do not use link exchanges. These are link farms. Websites created to create links between a whole bunch of other websites. And remember what I said in the previous panel? It's all about relevancy. Google wants relevancy. So, where can you link kind of in where there's other multiple links? Your chambers of commerce, your business networking sites, industry linking pages. Those are places that you should go. Where do backlinks come from? Directories. That's what I was just mentioning. Directories, business directories, etc. Blog posts, forum posts and profiles, social bookmarking sites, article directories, video sharing sites, status sites, and podcast directories. How many links are you going to need? Well, it's dependent upon your reach and your competition. If you're local, you need less than a regional. If you're national, worldwide, you'll need a lot more links. If you have a competitive local niche, you'll also need more. You need to outwork the competition, and that means getting those links. Other. Local SEO needs to take Google Places into consideration. You must have a Google Places, and it must be optimized, and it must be completely filled out in order to really maximize the use of it. And I guarantee you're going to benefit from it. Reviews also play an indirect part. They play an indirect part in the search engines, but they play a direct part as far as getting users to come to you. Social media presence also counts. Google is weighing more heavily on social media than ever before as far as assigning you a page rank. Rankings. A brand new site will not necessarily get ranked as easily as a site that's been around longer. You'll have to outwork your competition in order to catch up to them or get ahead. Look for secondary keywords you can rank for while you are waiting to improve ranks on your competitive key terms. As a general rule of thumb, you'll want to look for keyword phrases that have less than 500,000 competing pages in a broad match search. Look for less than 30,000 in an exact match search. So, the difference between broad match and exact match is whether or not you put quotes around the search term. So, if I type in Search Engine Optimization Professional Portland, the search engine will use any one of those words or any combination of them, not the exact phrase. If I put quotes around that phrase, in other words, Search Engine Optimization Professional Portland with quotes around it, I'll have an exact match search and I'll have less than 30,000. Okay, that's what you want to do. You can get more than just your website ranked. Pages within your website, blog posts, articles, etc. Other content also ranks, such as videos and articles, and all of your content should point back to your website. So this is in regards to having a YouTube channel or a Vimeo channel. This also means putting articles on the article networks. All those links come back to you and are very, very useful for your rankings. Expectations. Please do not expect results overnight. Search engine optimization is a complex process and requires patience, especially if you are in a very competitive arena. You need to have a consistent campaign and continue your internet marketing strategy month after month after month. It's not okay to work at it one month and not the next. Search engine optimization is a process. It's organic. You have to flow with it and you have to keep pushing in order to get the kind of results you want. It is not a passive panacea. Check out the competition. You can check their keywords, their metadata, their backlinks, their social media presence, and more. For competition in Google Places, you also want to check out those listings. Do they have pictures and videos? What categories are listed in? Use these to your advantage. Check out your competition. You can emulate the best of all of your competition and wipe them all out. The longer you have waited or put off getting started with your SEO efforts, the more work you will have to do. The more strategies you have, the better. Don't just look at one type of optimization or one part of optimization. Try to include the whole ball of wax. You'll get much better results. It is okay to do it more slowly, but it'll take more time. Do what your time and budget can handle. The search engines frequently change. In 2010, Google had more than 500 changes to their algorithm. If you can't keep up with the changes, you need to be working with someone who can. You need to implement the best SEO practices for maximum results. As a recap, we talked about the basics of optimization, on-site optimization, off-site optimization, rankings, and your expectations. So get started. If you need help, by all means, call me, Aaron C. Yeagle, your SEO professional, for a free consultation. There's no obligation. I'm here to help you and get your site ranked and get you visitors. Thank you.